Hello, hello, beautiful watchers. Welcome to Charm House Tarot. I'm your intuitive guide, Charm, and today we are channeling in the energies for June 24th, 2026. So if this video did find you, it is for you. Welcome. So it's looking like we have some pretty interesting energy on the table here. We're looking at the colors. They're very synchronistic. We're seeing lots of blues, the darker aspects. It's like a mystical blue. And we have the darker, black colors, the greens. So this is diving deep. I'm immediately channeling shadow work, okay? So I'm feeling here like a karmic cycle ending, us coming into deeper understandings with ourselves, with our inner selves. There's provisions here. That's actually the word I'm channeling, provision. And I'm seeing in my third eye, 1 Kings 17:4-6. What this actually is saying in the Bible is that, it's an interesting one here. I'm going to actually pull up the Bible verse. Hold on one second. Let me pull out my Bible. Because I'm just feeling this Kings 1. It's about preservation. It's about sovereignty. Give me 1 second. And I don't want to say it wrong, because the word is the word, So bear with me while I open up my book. We're at 308. Hold on. Kings. I wish I would have channeled this prior to jumping on, but here we are. All right, so that's great. I actually just saw the prophets of Baal defeated. That's interesting, out of the corner of my eye. I do feel like a lot of us could be going through spiritual warfare. I'm getting this too, especially the fact that I was, prompted to pick up the book here and to go into Kings. So Kings 17:4 says, "You shall drink from the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed you there." It's interesting because there's a crow on the card. All right, I'm telling you. So he went and did according to the word of the Lord. He went and lived by the brook that is the east of Jordan, and the ravens brought him bread and meat in the morning and bread and meat in the evening, and he drank from the brook. And after a while the brook dried up because there was no rain in the land. So it's like I told you, I was hearing the word provisions, being provided for. It's interesting here. So there's in this book, Kings 1:17, Elijah's actually predicting the drought. Okay, so there's something here about that with the energy. It's very interesting. Okay, knowing that even though things may get challenging and hard, and God may dry up the waters, okay, metaphorically speaking, okay, you are provided for. All right, no matter what. No matter what. Did he not feed you meat in the evening, and did he not allow you to drink in the morning? You know what I'm saying? So it's that type of energy here that I'm really picking up. If some of you are, channeling more information off of that verse, please feel free to drop it in the comments so that we can kind of just navigate this energy together, okay? What I'm seeing is the reciprocals of 13 and 31. It's a mirroring effect energetically, okay? This is interesting. Let's just keep diving in, okay? Let's just keep diving in. I do feel like there's a lot of shadow work going on here, clearing out old cycles of energy as well. All right. Also, the crow represents truth. Let's talk about that. A lot of people think that the crow is like, I guess, a scary animal, or it represents like the darker aspects, and it definitely predicts this with the number 13. But it's not something to be fearing. It's something that you can grab on from the past that helps you navigate the future. That's the energy here. So it's like integrating what we know. Also, like I said, I was really speaking and picking up truth here. Saying what you say and mean what you say. All right, saying what you say, meaning what you say, walking the walk, talking the talk, being truthful to your word, and everything else around you being in that same frequency and energy. All right, walking in truth brings more truth. It's kind of like that love attracts love, like attracts like. It's the same thing. If you want more truth in your life, you want more truthful connections, you want more truth in your world and reality, then you have to be more truthful with yourself and people around you. All right, it's a universal law, matching the energy on that sense. It's like the golden rule. Respect is given when respect is, like, I guess the action of respect is, if this makes sense at all. Okay, I hope that this is you're understanding what I'm saying. It's a universal law that we speak in our truth. I'm getting like being in truth sets someone free here. Also, on a lower, more physical level, I feel like you could be finding yourself maybe with a community or a partner or a person who maybe isn't living in their truth. Again, you could be around someone who isn't in this energy, and it's like you kind of see it. It's like seeing the forest for the trees. Okay, this doesn't necessarily have to be you or your energy. You going through this tempering of energy and understanding that being truth only begets more truth. Okay, it could be someone around you not being truthful to you as well. For some of you, again, it's the mirroring energy I'm seeing here, so it might not be representation of you. It could just be someone around you who needs to be more authentic in speaking in their truth. All right, maybe being honest about their true feelings, because it's dark, it's mucky energy here. All right, maybe they're not familiar with like touching deeper parts or inner parts of themselves, the deeper shadow work, the psyche energy, where they can start to navigate their own world and reality without feeling so teetery-tottery. I'm feeling like someone even possibly could have addictions or masking. I'm getting like the masking of truths here, and this could be done with substances, possibly. So you could be dealing with someone who has a substance abuse issues. All right, maybe speaking to them about this truth. Again, we're bringing it to more of a physical level. I'm getting like a sense of worry, like the frequency isn't aligning, like, and if this isn't, I guess, adjusted, corrected, or fixed, then I'm getting the sense of like you're no longer living in that truth, so you have to move forward. Okay, so it's kind of like a predictive energy for a partnership, I feel, or a relationship dynamic also. Okay, speak true, be true, and all things around you will be true. It's very, very simple. Again, we were going back to that universal law. I'm also feeling like some of you could be diving deeper, trying to be more honest with yourselves here. Like, is this what I really want? Should I be making these moves? Should I be going this direction? Again, Crow is asking you to look at certain things from the past and kind of reflect on those, all right? So that you don't make those same mistakes. I'm also hearing, don't mistake being so forgiving or understanding that you get disrespected. For some of you, you could be hanging around lower level frequencies or energies that just don't align with you. And I get like, you might be this type of person who's like, I have faith that these people are part of my community, they're part of my partnerships and stuff like that. But I'm getting like they're a little bit on a lower frequency. Like I'm getting like a chaotic, like the lower the frequency, the denser the energy. Okay, so like that's how the vibrations work. So when you're on a really, really, really high frequency, the energy is moving faster. Okay, so when it's on a lower frequency, it's darker, it's more dense. I'm getting like it creating more, but more chaos. Not it's like creating more in the physical, but not in a positive way. All right. Interesting. For some of you, you could be dealing with someone who like is maybe not even intentionally trying to disrespect you or something like that, but I'm getting like this sense of maybe you possibly being like a doormat, not sticking up for yourself in a way, or telling your truth. Again, back to the truth here. You need to be transparent in this lower world energy. All right? Is about being transparent with your wants and your needs, because we're trying to manifest our most best realities here. I feel like you possibly want to bring someone along with you. I am feeling this, but I'm not sure if those people are matching this energy. Again, that's going to resonate for some. Okay, it's not for all. Also, I'm hearing John 3:18. Let us not love with words or speech, but with actions in truth. Okay? With actions. That's how I feel this person is going to show you that they possibly changed, or are changing, or are making these correct adjustments, this leveling up of energy. Actions talk louder, period. I'm feeling that here. For some of you, you're going to see that possibly today or within the next few days. You're going to see the truth. All right? The forest for the trees type of energy. This is interesting. This is so crazy, because I'm actually the crow in the Bible. They actually say this: before the rooster crows twice, you'll disown me or betray me. That's what Jesus said to his people at the dinner. This is interesting. Before the rooster crows twice, you will betray me 3 times. Something like that. I don't remember it for word, and I don't exactly remember the verses, because there's multiple verses that actually repeat this multiple times. Okay? I think it's in the book of John. I think it's in the book of Matthew. It's interesting here. Okay, someone could possibly be betraying you, and in your honesty, and I'm getting this, like maybe you have someone around you, but you kind of know that they're on some fuck shit. Excuse my French. Yeah, that's really what I'm getting here. I'm gonna jump into the book meanings of these cards, and then we're gonna kind of just go, because like I said, I was channeling what I was channeling. But we're gonna jump into the energy of the crow, and we're gonna kind of just understand what this is trying to say to you today. Thank you for sticking in there with me. If you do want to book a personal reading, all my links are in the description box. So the crow is the keeper of universal law. It's the law of truth. You know how I was telling you, like, law, love, truth, honesty, universal law. Like, it is a law. If you are acting in one way, that is what you attract. Okay? So acting in truth begets truth. Okay? I'm getting that here. This is very strong. Okay? I'm getting this idea of also just kind of, again, who we say we are and who we really are. This winged one insists that we speak truth and that we create truth instead of trying to search for it, and that we bring truth to every situation we find ourselves in. Okay? Again, I was telling you, for some of you, you were dealing with a person, or you're the person that's not in your truth. Okay? It's definitely present, and the book couldn't have said it better. When you speak the truth and practice truth, eventually everything you say becomes true. Your power to co-create with the truth is the universal law. Correct what is untrue in your life. Okay, that's what Spirit's asking you to do, without judgment. Okay, don't judge it. Yeah, I lied. Yeah, I'm not comfortable dealing with those energies. Yeah, right now. Yeah, I'm not cool with picking on that wound. Not yet. Okay, that's that shadow work. All right, be honest with yourself here. For some of you, that's what it's asking you to do. Let your truth set you free. Be comfortable in it. All right, that's what that authenticity is. All right, being comfortable, even though it's kind of ugly truth, it's okay. It's all useful. I'm really feeling that here. Let's kind of dive into the medicine of the crow. All right. Be true to your word. Crow arrives just as we have convinced ourselves that what we are doing is right and justified. It's kind of correcting you in a sense. All right. And while this may be the case in the realm of relative truth, in the higher realms of absolute truth, it is not. All right. Look deeply into your heart and remain alert, lest you convince yourself of something that isn't deeply true for you, or perhaps it is not the highest truth. Do not seduce yourself into illusions. All right. That's what the card is saying here. You know, I was talking about those denser frequency energies of the lower world. There's something here. For some of you, it could be just as simple as a habit, a toxic thing in your life that you're just not like willing to let go of. Also, it could just be, it's a limiting story that you tell yourself. It doesn't even have to be a physical thing. It's a limiting thing. It's not a truth anymore. All right. It's just limiting your growth. I'm really, really feeling that. And then with jumping into the frequencies of the lower world, it does look scary, but it's not. All right. This is actually where you find who you are. Right in this energy, this lower world energy. It also reminds me of the Greek goddess Proserpine, or however you say her name. The Hades takes her to the underworld for 6 months. It's something like that, and it actually from the winter months. So she's out in the summer. So right now, the energy is of June. So something is coming into your awareness. Okay, the stories are here for us to learn from, because they always have a trickle of truth in them. All right. So look up that Greek mythology. There's something there about how that energy of maybe you learned something during your descent into the underworld, and like it's like I felt like people, you know, her mother wept while she was gone. So it's like and she searched high and low for her. So it's like really, I'm getting this sense of like you had to descend into this energy of the lower world to learn something, to come out. All right. And maybe spirit is asking you, like, it's time. Like, it's summertime, girl. You don't have to be down there. Like, something like that. It's interesting here. All right. So the lower world holds the hidden treasures. All right. And I feel like you're coming back up here with a hidden treasure. It's time to unearth that hidden gem. It could be even yourself, baby. All right. I'm getting also like, you're not realizing how big of a person or energy you are, like a hidden gem. Like you've been hiding yourself far too long in this dense energy. All right. You got a lot to offer this world. A lot. I'm really feeling this here, whoever I'm reading for. There's some sort of self-esteem issue here. Like you look at yourself very, like, I'm not going to say very negatively, but we got to change the thinking on that, because what you have to offer this world it's elite. You know how some people could be just so easily programmed? I don't think this is your energy at all. I don't think you can be easily programmed. Okay, that's kind of just what I'm picking up here. It's time to honor your past and recast your life with a heroic quest. You're the fucking hero of your story, okay? It's time to tell yourself this. Bring out the gems and precious stones that you've kept hidden in your heart, kept hidden even from yourself. You've especially been hiding them from others, okay? I feel like your ancestors, they see your struggle. They see that you've been hurt. They see the way that you've lived, the way that you died. I just heard that too. So it's like, they've seen your cycles, all right? And understand that they're trying to tell you that it all will become a blessing if you allow it. It's time to face the past if you haven't yet, because I think there's some darker truths, some understandings. And while you're diving in there, focus on love. Focus on love. I'm hearing that very strongly. That was a message a couple days ago. You could have a loving partner around you. If you're the one that's kind of going through a challenging time, I do feel like in this other dynamic, because I know that I was talking about someone having to like let go of someone who possibly has an like addiction issues or something like that. But I feel like I'm talking to the one who has the addiction right now, or has the challenging time. Let's not call it an addiction. We don't know. But there's something here, like there's someone around you who just wants to see you in your truth, just wants to see you in this beautiful higher frequency of leveling up. We want to take this 13 to a 31. All right. They want to see this energy of growth, of prosperity. I'm just seeing like how this, like 4-4, that's what the stability. Someone wants to come in and have stability with you, or build stability with you, or see you have something stable. Okay, I hope that you understand that there's someone around here, someone around you who only, I'm getting like, cares about your foundation. Okay, cares about the bottom parts. Like, what does that mean? Like, I don't know what that means to you, but they care. All right. I really, really do feel like that. So that was an interesting channeled message. Again, if you'd like to jump in with me, get a reading done, you know where to find me. I love you guys, and thank you for joining the channel.